Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our RoDL Week 6 battle against Adam and his Manchesney Park Slowpokes. Adam's a really cool guy from the interactions I've had with him. Very nice guy. Definitely go check him out in the description below. I'm pretty sure he uploads, at least I'm 99% sure he uploads. So definitely go drop a like on his video if he's uploaded it, or just go drop him a sub, show him some support, all that good stuff. And yeah. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video as well, be sure to drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. It helps push us in that algorithm. Definitely comment down below. Today's comment question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite type of weather to use in Draft League? Mine is sand, and we're playing sand, and it's definitely my least favorite to play. So definitely let me know what your favorite weather is in the comments below, and definitely drop a sub if you haven't done so already. You might think you're subbed, but you know, YouTube does some funny things sometimes. It might have unsubbed you, and you might have just thought you already clicked it and you didn't. So if you enjoy the vids, be sure to drop a sub. And yeah, let's jump into the team builder. I do quick little team builders just before the battle so you can see what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, so you have that background knowledge going into the battle. You're of course welcome to jump ahead to the battle itself. There's a timestamp on the description below, as well as in the on the screen right now, as you can probably see on when that starts. And yeah, let's do it. So our team, if you did forget, is at the top of the screen, and it consists of Necrozma, Regidrago, Gengar, Suicune, Sylveon, Steelix, Aerodactyl, Heracross, and Leafeon, while our opponent's team is at the bottom of the screen, and it consists of Excadrill, Tyranitar, Arcanine, Azumarill, Mimikyu, Galvantula, Regidrago, Garbodor, Maractus, and Rufflet. Now, biggest threats to me, Drill can be pretty darn scary if we let it get out of hand, especially if something like our Leafeon or our Suicune, which you'll see in a little bit, get a little bit weakened. I think like an SD Drill can kind of just run me and absolutely clean through my team, so we're going to have to be very careful about that thing. Tyranitar is always a difficult Pokemon to switch into. I think actually Mixtar is very annoying for us to switch into. I don't necessarily think like full special is a great bring, but maybe some kind of special fire coverage for Steelix, or even just like a superpower and Earthquake to catch it. Superpower would make sense because it also hits the Regidrago very hard. Other than that, Azumarill can be very scary. Banned Azumarill can 2-hit KO everything on my team, depending on what it wants to walk into. Mimikyu can be scary if it gets out of hand. I don't switch into Galvantula all too well, and Webs are very annoying. Honestly, the Hazard Stack in general is very annoying versus the team that I have, so we're going to have to be careful about Hazards going up. And then Regidrago is actually a pretty darn big threat. I don't know if he'll bring it. I won't say I don't think he'll bring it, because if he can eliminate Sylveon, it's really good versus the rest of my team. However, I'm not bringing Sylveon, so if he brings it, we're gonna have a very tough time with Regidrago. We have things like Steelix to, you know, naturally take Scarf hits better, and we outspeed most of it if it's specs, so we'll have to be careful about that, obviously. And obviously we check physical sets as well with Steelix. So yeah, with that being said, let's go and jump into our first one. As you can see, is for the 83rd time I've said it, I guess. Steelix rocking out with the leftovers, sturdy as its ability, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Roar. 248 HP, 100 attack, and 160 speed def with an adamant nature. EVs wise, we have enough attack to OHKO Excadrill after rocks. We have max HP and the rest in our speed def. Take those Regidrago hits a little bit better. This Pokemon's very solid in this matchup overall. He doesn't have great Steelix switch-ins in general. Not that it's here to be offensive, it's mostly here to check that Mimikyu, because I think Mimikyu can get really out of hand if it ends up coming. And it's also a pivot into Regidrago, provided Mimikyu doesn't come, which will give me information on the set, whether or not it's specs or it's Scarf. It shouldn't 2-hit KO me after leftovers if it's Timid Scarf, and I think he does kind of have to be Timid in this matchup if he's Scarf, because then Necro will outspeed at +1 if not. So that's at least my thought process with it. So yeah, we should definitely put on some good pressure with this. It gives us a good rocker. We can roar out some scary potential setup and things like that, and or roar around, you know, different switch-ins and try and rack up hazard damage. Realistically though, we're going to be clicking Heavy Slam and Earthquake a good majority of this game. Next up, we have Leafeon rocking out the Rocky Helmet. Chlorophyll has its ability, Leaf Blade, Wish, Toxic, and Protect. EVs wise, we got 248 HP, 60 defense, and 200 speed with an Impish nature. Now, EVs wise, we are giving Adamant, Excadrill, and then we have the rest of our HP plus our defense. This is just a good Phys-Def pivot into things like Excadrill, T-Tar, Azumarill, soft checking Mimikyu, things like that, which is really nice. Again, I think the Excadrill can get really out of hand really fast, so we're going to be careful about that thing. And I felt like going a little bit aggressive on the creep and creeping like an Adamant Excadrill was pretty darn nice. because I don't think Jolly does too much damage to my team overall, and I think he can pretty viably, if he has Sand, get away with Adamant, and that's kind of the variant that's going to be doing the most damage to me. Now, if he's Jolly and he outspeeds me outside of Sand, oh well, not the biggest deal in the world. We're here to check it defensively, not offensively, so that's fine. Toxic is to catch things like Arcanine, and yeah, I guess his only other steel immunity would be Garbodor, which we don't really touch, but couldn't really touch it anyways unless for Power Herb Dig, so I'm not super worried about that, and yeah, that's going to be Leafeon. It keeps itself healthy, which keeps the rest of my team healthy, which is really important as well, as you'll see with a couple members coming up soon. Next up, we have our win con for the week in Necrozma, rocking out the Chesto Berry, Prism Armor, Invincibility, Photon Geyser, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, and Rest. EVs wise, I got 224 HP, 76 attack, 8 defense, and 200 speed. EVs wise, we are creeping a Jolly Tyranitar. We live in Adamant, Crunch from T-Tar after Rocks, and then we have the rest in our attack with an Adamant Nature. This Pokemon can really set up on a lot and really kind of clean through this game. The reason we'll rest over Morning Sun is because of the possibility of Sand potentially being up a good majority of the game, as well as all the status that can come my way in like Arcanine Will-O-Wisps and even like a Mimikyu Will-O-Wisp or something like that. I felt like it was pretty important to be able to resto Chesto that off. And on top of that, Morning Sun is also obviously nerfed in the Sandstorm, only giving me 25% back, and realistically that's not enough. And this thing's really only coming in the game if it's here to win the game. If I have T-Tar in range, if I have everything else in range, it's coming in to Dragon Dance and win the game, so I don't really need to worry about like consistent recovery. I just need to get healthy one time after I try and set up on like an Arcanine or a Mimikyu or something like that. And yes, Mimikyu is that bad. I feel comfortable trying to set up on it in some situations. I really don't think Mimikyu is a good Pokemon personally, but that's going to be Necro. I think it does really well in this matchup, provided we get the sufficient chip that we need on the rest of the team. Next up, we have our Aerodactyl, rocking out the heavy-duty boots on Nervous ability, Rock Blast, Defog, Earthquake, and Taunt. EVs wise, got 216 attack, 88 speed def, and 204 speed with an Adamant Nature. This Pokemon is here to keep away webs and give us decent speed control versus the rest of the team, which I think is very, very nice. And again, it's really just here for webs. I think webs plus like spikes from Garb can actually be really, really annoying for me to potentially deal with. And Arrow is a good way to stop both of those things. It's a very solid lead in this game in general. He doesn't also appreciate switching into Rock plus Ground Stab unless he's bringing that Maractus. And again, I can have Wing Beat for that thing, so he would be very, very reckless to do so. Maybe I should have gone Wing Beat over Taunt, but I also like Taunt in just a lead scenario, or taunting an Arcanine trying to Will-O-Wisp me, taunting an Azumarill from setting up a Belly Drum and sweeping through me, taunting a T-Tar from Dragon Dancing, taunting an Excadrill from Swords Dancing. There's definitely a lot of options I saw that kind of maybe lean Taunt over Dueling Beat. I don't think Maractus is the biggest deal in the world, and I don't think it'll come versus my team. Maybe the build that I brought in particular isn't great versus it, but I don't think it's the best bring versus me in general, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's going to be Arrow. Hopefully he can keep away hazards, be a good lead, give us some decent speed control. And then next up we have Suicune, rocking out the leftovers, pressure as its ability, Scald, Sub, Toxic, and Protect. EV's also got 248 HP, sorry, 80 defense, and 180 speed with Timid Nature. I totally forgot to go over Arrow's EVs and what they did. Sorry. We have enough speed for Galvantula. We live in Modest Dragon Energy in Sand from a non-specs variant of Regidrago if it's like Scarf. And then we have the rest in our attack. Do as much damage as possible. Now, back to Suicune. Very, very solid Pokemon in this matchup. I think Subtoxic absolutely bullies him. EVs wise, we're creeping Adamant Drill again to catch him being a little bit aggressive. And then we have the rest in our HP plus our defense, which is really, really nice because we check things like Tar and Arcanine and Azumarill and Mimikyu and a bunch of physical threats and an Excadrill even, and we can get a sub down. We can start toxicking and protecting the things that might want to switch into us and be really, really annoying. Something like Maractus, if it ends up coming, would be really, really nice. Protect is also nice to stall out Sand Turn. It's also nice to get residual lefties recovery, stall out PP. Scald is to where we can hopefully maybe beta burn the Excadrill. I almost went Surf so that I didn't burn things I wanted toxic, but at the end of the day I figured that the Scald burn on certain members could honestly be really, really clutch. And yeah, Toxic in conjunction with Protect and us getting lefties and subbing down and all that stuff should make this Pokemon in theory really difficult for him to deal with. So I really do think that Suicune is super, super solid in this matchup. Then lastly, we have Hydreigon, rocking out with the Choice Scarf, Levitate as its ability, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, Draco Meteor, U-Turn. EVs wise, we got 60 defense, 2-way special attack, 240 speed with Timid Nature. EVs wise, we live a +2 Drill, Iron Head, and then we outspeed Mimikyu with the rest in our special attack. Do as much damage as humanly possible, and yeah, it just gives me good speed control. I wanted some solid speed control in this matchup, and I didn't really see another great Scarfer. I guess I could have gone Gengar, but I felt like this one baited more specific switch-ins, and I could grab better U-turn momentum on things with this thing, which is great. It's also a Scarfer that doesn't automatically die to +2 Shadow Sneak. Now, I know that's weird thinking, like, I need my Hydreigon so I don't lose to Mimikyu as easily, but Flash Can's are going to do a lot if we get prior damage onto the Mimikyu, which is really clutch, and it's going to need a lot of boosts, and we're going to need to be very low in order to be in range of a Shadow Sneak. So gives me a decent way to revenge a weakened Mimikyu, which is great. And it's also a Scarfer that's not affected by webs, and I felt like that was very, very important. In case webs did go up, I wanted a way to outspeed things without, you know, having to defog with my arrow if I don't find the opportunity to, or arrow goes down before webs go up. So I feel like that's very, very important. And yeah, that's basically gonna be the team. I'll be right back with the battle. Alright guys, here we are at the battle. We are connected with Adam. Let's see what he ended up bringing. Let me tell him have fun real quick. So, as for what he's rocking out with, let's go ahead and pull it up. Adam has Azu, and he has Regidrago. This is looking tough. We're gonna get Regidrago'd. I can just feel it in my bones. If he brings special, I'm in for a tough time. He has Tyranitar. He has an Arcanine. No Galvantula, which is pretty nice, actually. Kind of changes my lead, in all honesty. We have an Excadrill. And we have a Mimikyu. Now, as for what we're going to lead, honestly, God, part of me wants to lead off with Suicune. I'll be honest, I feel like Suicune, like, literally 6-0s him and puts on so much offensive pressure on initially. Or so much defensive pressure. It's not even really offensive pressure. So you can put on so much pressure on his team throughout the course of this game. I think it's a very solid lead on my part, at the very least. So, good luck, have fun to our opponent. Definitely go check him out in the description below. I believe he does upload, so I will definitely link him down there. Go check out his side, go say hello, drop a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. I am not looking forward to big Regidrago. Crusty sock, that sounds gross. Out comes this guy. Okay. Now, I don't think I really want to take any damage. Like, I can just switch. Now, while I could be annoying to this thing, I don't think I really want to. I think I'm just going to go into my Steelix and go from there. I think I'll just start off an Earthquake pretty freely. He doesn't have an Earthquake resist. Thunder Wave. Okay. Well, that's good. He has Thunder Wave. That's good to know. Now that he didn't set up, I think I'm just going to get my rocks. He clicked Thunder Wave on his Mimikyu. Interessante. Very interesting. Yeah, we're just going to get up our rocks. Steelix should sit in front of anything that this thing ever wants to do. Let's go ahead and get up our Stealth Rock Aruskis. Winry. That's a fire type. That is a fire type. So he's going to intimidate me. We know that is Intimidate. Part of me thinks he's not going to Wisp. Part of me thinks he's going to either Fire Move or Toxic. Which almost makes me want to Aerodactyl. It really almost makes me want to Aerodactyl. And just not have to deal with this thing Toxicking or Will-O-Wisping or anything like that. My Suicune. Because again, Suicune is very good in this matchup. I really do think Suicune is really good. I think I'm going to make the Arrow Pivot. I don't think you Wisp. I don't think you Wisp. Personally. So, let's go ahead and go into our Aerodactyl. Is he gonna Wisp? He does? Damn. Toxic. Yeah, see? That's awesome. Cool, I will take it. Nothing's really gonna appreciate Arrow after rocks either. Like, at all. So I'll definitely take that. I'm just going to Rock Blast here. It's pretty darn free. We are Adamant Aerodactyl. And we just click Rock Blast. We know that this Arcanine has Toxic, so I'm not going to deal with, I'm not going to go hard into my Suicune on it, like ever. He's going to go hard out into a Azumarill. He's going to take Rocks, so how much does Azu take from this? That is one hit. Goodness, that is doing jack shit worth of damage. Three times. Azumarill. So a 3-hit Rock Blast did just about that. Yeah, it did do just about that. I don't want to take an Aqua Jet. I don't think it's in my best interest to take an Aqua Jet, so I'm just going to go hard into Leafeon. And I think just off of Toxic. I checked the thing that's immune to Toxic. So, like, I'm fine with that. We're gonna pivot. So it is Belly Drum then. So it's Citrus. Okay, so my Unnerve didn't let it pop its Citrus. That's cool. Good to know. Citrus Berry with Aqua Jet. Okay. Toxic. This thing can't do too much to me, I'll be honest. So he's going to withdraw probably out into Arcanine, if I had to guess. Yep, I would love to hit this. Is he Boots? Let's see. Probably. Intimidate. Let's see. We are going to hit the Toxic, which is great. I will take that. So we hit the Toxic on the Arcanine, making it not half as annoying as initially thought. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure that this is my Toxic button. I mean my Protect button. It is. I'm just going to Protect here. Especially now that this thing's Toxic, I don't really have to worry about it too much, I'll be honest. Dragon Pulse. Okay. That makes me want to go hard Arcanine again. Expecting a hard Arrow again. It makes me really want to go hard Arrow again. I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest. I really want to go hard Aerodactyl again, and I'm going to do it. I think he's going to Tox again, or he just Dragon Pulses, apparently. He's special. He's probably Pulse to hit Hydra, which is definitely interesting. Mama. Okay. How comes this thing? And honest to God, I think I'm just going to attack this thing. I think I'm just going to attack this thing. I don't want to deal with it. There's no reason for me to taunt it because I have Steelix that always takes this thing on if it's physical. Dragon Energy is Choice Scarf Dragon Energy. That's good to know. Live. So we die there. But again, very, very valuable information. We just go Steelix, right? And I just click Earthquake. He has no Earthquake resist on his team. Not a single one. So this is definitely scary. This Pokemon can kind of put it in my jaw. But provided I keep Steelix around and healthy-ish, we should be okay. I'm just going to click Earthquake. If he wants to stay in and Dragon Energy me, that's fine. It's at... after Rocks, we should do a decent chunk with Earthquake. And again, I don't have to worry about this thing too much. I could Roar, expecting a switch, but realistically, there's no reason for me to. He doesn't have an Earthquake resist. He can go into his Arcanine, that is a Fire type with Intimidate, but realistically, that honestly is kind of his best pivot. He can go Azu here, and he's at about like 55-ish%, which means he would not appreciate taking an Earthquake. We are adamant Steelix. He's just gonna stand. Wow, amazing, amazing! That is so good! He's gonna do a lot, though. But we're gonna Earthquake. Bonk! Regidrago. It is Dragon's Maw. 252. Timid. It is at exactly 50%, it looks like. 50%. With Dragon Energy. It looks like it is not doing that much damage. I'm just going to click Earthquake. He's going to withdraw. So he's very low next time he comes in. King comes in, which is going to be a Azumarill. Which means we get a free Earthquake off. Amazing. And we are adamant Steelix is not going to do an absolute ton, but it should put him in range of Rocky Helmet, which is great. This opens up my Hydra in the endgame too. Draco becomes a little bit more free, which is great. Back out into Leafeon we go. I don't think he's Belly Drum Ice Punch. I really don't. He could play rough here on some Prediction type beat. but I don't think I have to worry about that right now. Yeah, he's gonna play rough. But we'll chew, because we're Leafeon, and Leafeon's gonna pick up the passive kill on Azumarill, which is great. Big threat gone. Big threat gone. Now, Excadrill, pretty scary, but we still have a full health Suicune, which is another thing to keep in mind. So I'm not as worried about taking a little bit of the head damage on Leafeon here, because I obviously still have a good soft check to drill in the back in our thing. He's forced into Arcanine here. Either that or Regidrago, which I can protect on Scout, because I know he's Scarf. Yeah, okay. Time to protect. So we're going to protect, see what he locks into. Dragon Pulse. Okay, so we're definitely going to switch here. My question is, from 222, if he's, say he's modest. If we're at 222 HP, there are no rocks up. If he's modest, there's a small roll that he can kill me. If he's timid, it does not. What about my Necrozma? Oh, he's gonna for sure be timid. I have Necrozma. He's for sure timid, right? No, he's not. And if he's not, then I can set up with my Necrozma. And outspeed that +1, which is, again, very valuable information. Very valuable information. We're gonna go Hard Steelix, though. Dragon Pulse. Down to 122. Down to 122. I don't remember that I couldn't really see that damage output wise, but regardless, it is Earthquake time. And getting rid of this thing is really big, because this thing's a goddamn issue, man. I don't think he Swords Dance Mimikyu either, which is really clutch. Crusty Sock the Mimikyu. Bro? You don't do anything to me. We've established this. Especially because you're like Thunder Wave Mimikyu. I just Heavy Slam you, right? Mimikyu. I pop its Disguise regardless, which is clutch. Yeah, I just Heavy Slam. Absolutely nothing this thing can do to kill me. Heavy Slam. I still have my Scarf Hydro. Worst comes to worst against the other thing. Shadow Claw is going to bounce. I'm honestly going to get most of that back in leftovers. So Steelix is putting in the utmost right now. Going absolutely buck wild in this game right here. Absolutely buck wild in this game right here. We're at 129, which means we're out of range of a timid Dragon Pulse, I believe. Which is nice. Tyranitar comes out. Okay. Oh, look, it's my custom shiny. That's cool. So it's going to be Sandstream. Just an Adamant Tyranitar. $252. He does kill me if he's not Adamant. If he's Adamant max attack. Now, is it worth saving Steelix, or is it worth preventing this setup? And roaring. Part of me wants to roar and prevent setup, because this thing's so low, and if this is weakness policy, I think I lose. I'm gonna roar. I think me attacking into it is a game-losing play. He is Flamethrower, so he is Special Tyranitar. Good to know. Time to go Suicune and bully. Yeah, I think it is time to go Suicune and bully him. So he's specially defensive, or especially offensive with Dark Pulse. Does not break myself. Yeah, I'm gonna bully. Sorry. We're gonna sub. Is he gonna roar? Rock polish, okay. So I think I protect here. Alright, he's for sure weakness policy. Rock polish flamethrower. I'm gonna protect here. We're just gonna stall sand turns. This thing doesn't have a way of boosting its special attack otherwise. One Dark Pulse. Even max special attack, if he's not modest, he has like a very small chance of breaking my sub. Like a very small chance. 25. Huh. I'm just gonna Toxic in case this is weakest policy. I would love for this to not break my sub. It does. So he is max modest probably. Interesting. Modest does break my sub guaranteed. Definitely doesn't do a lot, but it breaks my sub. Yeah, and this thing being chipped is so good. Like, it is so good for me to have this thing as chipped as it is. We're gonna protect here. And do Suicune things. Sandstorm subsided. It for sure has Ice Beam, right? But Dark Pulse and Ice Beam will not kill my Hydreigon. But I can't really risk Hydra, huh? Is it in my best interest just to Scald this? I'm slower and then I can protect the next turn even if he's weakness policy. Yeah, I think it's in my best interest to just Scald. That does nothing. We're gonna Scald. And this should put him in range. Or just kill him. That's cool. Oh, I crit him. Sorry about that. Honestly, that's kind of... Oh, yeah. Oh, so there's the weakness policy. Honestly, that kind of sucks for me because I'd like the extra turn of leftovers, but like, no, it'd be like that sometimes. You know? It do kind of be like that sometimes. So down goes Tyranitar. No more sand. No more sand. So we have Regidrago left, which is pretty low. We have Excadrill and we have a poisoned Arcanine. Winry. The Arcanine comes out. I think I'm gonna protect. Yeah, I'm gonna protect. Why not? His only real way of doing anything to me is Toxicking me, right? Honest to God, I think I want to go Necro. And try and set up with Necro right here. I'm Resto Chesto, so I can rest in this thing's face. Yeah, I think that's the play. If I get it to +2, I'm in a good spot. She's gonna Toxic. I'm gonna D-Dance up. Get it to +2. That should kill, like, literally everything. So, let's go ahead and Dragon Dance. He's definitely not max attack. Let's just say if he's Flare Blitz. How much does that do to me? So I have to know how much no attack Flare Blitz does to me. Flamethrower. Okay. No special attack Flamethrower. So we go from 367 down to pretty low. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to rest. And then I can Dragon Dance the turn afterwards, not have to worry about Toxic, and be in a pretty good spot. That Regidrago is an issue, man. I hate that thing. maybe it's not as bad as I was thinking it was. Like, I knew it was good in this matchup, like, in general, but... Golly, man.
thing's terrifying. Especially when I did not bring my fairy type. I thought maybe he wouldn't bring it because he was like, he has a Sylveon. But it did. He did bring it. Unfortunate. Flamethrower. Cool. I'm gonna Dragon Dance again. If he wants to talk to me, that's fine. I don't need that many turns. And he dies to poison this next turn anyways. And I would like to be faster than Regidrago. More Necrozma kills. More Necrozma kills. More Necrozma kills. Will-O-Wisp. He has so many status moves. Why do you have so many status moves? Oh, well, it looks like Necro isn't winning. Unfortunate, but it happens. It do kind of be like that sometimes. If he wants to go into Drago, why is he so many status moves? He just didn't have recovery on it. Interesting. I am interested. Things I am interested. Oh, this thing. You still die. Right? And this is the last scary thing to me. I'm just gonna Photon, guys. Like, you still for sure die. Yeah, I'm faster than you. Goodbye. And then we have an Excadrill. We are burned, but we are +2. And I will click Earthquake. He can go into this, and even if he rapid spins, we are faster than Jolly Drill at +1. Guaranteed. So, we should be fine. Go ahead and Earthquake. And, hopefully, take this one home. Because even if Necro doesn't kill here, which it shouldn't, we should be fine afterwards. Excadrill. And then we just go into Hydra and we save Diff and we win the game. So crit, I don't think it mattered. I think we died anyways, but might not have, honestly. I think Earthquake does more than X-Scissor, I'll be honest. Earthquake does do more than X-Scissor. But obviously it covers the other things on my team, so it makes a little bit of sense. We're gonna go into Hydra. And we're gonna click Dark Pulse. And snag ourselves a big Epic Gamer W. So we just click Dark Pulse, and we win the game. GG's to Adam, definitely a fun one. That Regidrago was absolutely terrifying. Really cool mon, honestly. I love its design too. I love the new Regi's design. And I would draft Regidrago unlike drafting Regieleki because that mon is dog shit doo-doo butter awful. But I'm definitely glad we could take home a dub against Adam. GG to him. Like I said in the script, definitely go check him out in the description below. Drop a like on his video, say we sent you, say hi. Yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed, drop a like. If you're new here, drop a sub. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.